Hey there, it's Diana. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. For today's video, I am going to be applying Acrygel, and this is by Red Iguana. And the color I'm going to be applying, it's clear. So essentially, it's just going to look like you have regular tips on. And here it is. And the cool thing, it's very thick and it's not going to go anywhere. The cool thing about Acrygel is that I use I think it's called dual forms. They're not the paper forms, they're plastic ones, which I will be using today. But it does not move anywhere and it doesn't slip and slide around. And it's, for me personally, I really like using it. It's a hybrid between acrylic and gel. That's why it's called Acrygel. And you're going to need some alcohol as well as it looks like a Polygel brush, which I'll show you right here. The first thing you're going to need are nail forms. And they come in a variety of sizes. And I'll show you how to size them in just a second. Then you're going to need some alcohol. And I like to use a little Dappen Dish here. And then last but not least, a Polygel brush. There is a brush on one side and a little spatula on the other to pick up the product. First thing you're going to want to do is prep and prime your nails as you usually would, and then you would want to go in with a base coat. The base coat I'm using is actually a base coat and top coat in one. It is the Delicate Gel by 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾. All the products I'm using today will be linked down below. Now for forms, the way you choose them is that you're going to want the form to cover your free edge to free edge, so there should not be too much of a gap. A little bit is okay because the product does, rise as it cures. But this is a size 1 in this particular box. So you'll see here, I have, pretty average nails, I guess. And 0 is like, look at this, it's ginormous. And then this is a size 1. So 0 is the largest. Now, I don't understand why there isn't a size in between the 0 and 1. I feel like there should be. But this one fits my sidewall to sidewall right there. Now what you can do is you could file the cuticle area so that it can fit, the form can fit your cuticle area just a bit more. Now taking the spatula in, and it's been a long time since I've used Acrygel, probably more than 6 months, I would say. Start off with a smaller bead, and the amount you're going to need, you're just actually going to have to play around with it because everyone's nail beds are different. The length you're going to want is different. So just FYI, I'm going to start with the smaller nail, my pinky, and then I'll move up to my thumb. And this already, I'm thinking might be too much, but let's give it a go. I'm going to take some of this alcohol and wipe off one side of the brush. I'm going to use it to kind of push, pat. Don't push, just do a little pat motion. And this brush is it's been a long time since I used these products, so the brush is a little stiff. Let me see if I can soften it with some alcohol here. And that was a little bit too much alcohol, so I'm just kind of patting and then moving the product down a little bit. Now you're going to want to make sure you have products on the side and as well as enough in the cuticle area, otherwise it is going to be too thin. Okay, so now I have my desert lamp. It has like a little gooseneck here. I'm going to have it right over here. I'm not going to turn it on quite yet until I need it. I'm going to lay the product down. And when I was telling you earlier, this isn't going to go anywhere. That's why I like Acrygel. So I'm not pressing it down hard, just enough for the product to stick to my natural nail. If you push it down too hard, the product is going to squeeze out to the side into the cuticle area. We don't want that. Now I'm just kind of moving it around, just checking the sidewalls, making sure that it fits okay. Now I'm taking a little bit of alcohol and I'm just moving the product that may have squeezed out from underneath my nail here because I don't want it on my skin when I'm curing. At this time, you're going to want to check for the length of the nail. So this is going to go about that much. I don't want it too long right now. I think I'm going to start off with a short set and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that is nail number 1. So I'm going to just do a flash cure. I'm going to turn on my lamp here. You're going to feel it flash cure because it's going to start tightening. And that's how you know that this is curing. It's about 15 seconds or so. And I'm going to work on the rest of my nails here after each nail. Then I'm going to put it in my regular lamp for a full 60 seconds. We're out of the lamp and here's the fun part, just the popping off the forms part. So we're gonna take the form, just hold it at the tip and then just kind of rock it back and forth gently. And it should kind of pop right out. And this is the final result. And that's a perfect length for me actually. I might even file it down just a smidge shorter, I don't know yet. The thumb, I always make a little too long because I put way too much product on it. But that's okay. I'm gonna file it down. Now the good thing is this Acrygel, if you use it with the dual forms here, then it doesn't create a sticky layer. But if you use the paper forms as an example, you will have to remove the sticky layer with alcohol. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of filing just to kind of clean up the cuticle area here. This drill bit, it's called, I believe it's the 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬𝓽 from Erica's. And again, I'll go ahead and provide the link all down below. I should have went with the larger form because I'll tell you what, look at this. It's missing product here from the edge right there. See that? It could work depending on the shape I want, but I want an almond shape, so I do need product on the side. Decided to do all 5 fingers again. The side walls were missing, almost all of them were missing product, so I'm a little rusty. It's been over 6 months since I've used the product. All right, let's pop these off. See, that's better. And then I decided to give it a little bit of extra length just in case I decide that I want to be longer. See, this one was missing product on the side here. And now it has product. That's better. And it's always to go a bit longer just in case you need it and you want it. You can always make it shorter, it's not a problem. So I'm just gonna go ahead and file and shape offline and then I will be back. I'm back, I have filed, buff, and shaped. I originally wanted almonds, that didn't turn out. So I just thought I would do more of like I don't know what the heck these are, but I like the shape on me on this one. So to finish it off, I am going to apply a top coat. This one is called Delicate Gel by 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾. It is a 2-in-1 base and top coat gel. You do want to go in with the base coat first and then go in with your top coat. That will prevent any, lifting, if you will. But since this is a 2-in-1, I'm just gonna apply. What I do is so that I can get as close to the cuticle as possible without actually touching the cuticle, I'm just gonna use a liner brush. So I'm gonna put some on my palette here, just have it ready. I'm just gonna top coat one nail on camera and then I will do the rest off camera. And then one final thing if you want to do it is you can just drop a little bead right in the middle of your nail where the apex is, or should be, and drag it out. That way it kind of helps form an apex. I'm going to flip your nail. And then you can go ahead. What I forgot to mention is I do put top coat underneath my nail, because as I am cleaning up the bottom and filing it, it just causes it to be, white. So just to make it a little bit more clear, you just put a layer of top coat right underneath it. Let me pop this in the lamp and I will be back. I'm back, and here are my nails finished. And it doesn't stay all the way clear. You can see a little bit of cloudiness to it, but that's what happens when you file underneath. It will never be super clear again. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're not already following, make sure you subscribe. And I will catch you on my next video. Bye!